Welcome to the installation guide for the NAPA leather steering wheel cover by Tesloid. This installation guide is applicable for the Tesla Model 3 and Model Y. NAPA leather is a premium-grade material that's used in ultra-luxury vehicles. Its exceptional softness and smooth texture makes it a preferred choice for luxury items where touch and feel are essential. Purchase links for this steering wheel cover, as well as the matching seat covers, will be included in the description. Be sure to follow this installation guide in detail to achieve a perfect and flawless fit. Threading requires patience and persistence, so do not rush the installation. If you are doing this for the first time, make sure to allot 2 to 3 hours of undivided time to this install. Start off by thoroughly cleaning the steering wheel from the front and back. Make sure it is free of any debris and dust prior to the install. Turn the steering wheel 180 degrees. Align this bottom crease on the cover to the crease on the steering wheel. The key to a perfect fit is how closely the creases align on the original steering wheel. This will be your starting point. Once it's closely aligned, proceed to slip on the cover as shown. Slide it as much as needed. The steering wheel cover material is flexible enough to handle stretch and still maintain its shape. Make sure to keep checking the creases and their alignment. Now turn the steering wheel back to its original position. Make sure the steering wheel cover is evenly spread out from the front and back to achieve a tight fit. Refer to the original Tesla stitches. We want our new stitches to align with the original stitches as much as possible. Now proceed to apply the masking tape as shown. Make sure to apply the masking tape in front and back of the steering wheel to cover all areas. Apply the masking tape in the front and back at the 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and 9 o'clock positions as shown in the video. Before proceeding to the next step, visually ensure that the position of the original Tesla stitches matches closely with the position of your new stitching. Now start to peel off the double-sided tape and reveal the adhesive. Do this for all the masking tape strips you applied. Push the steering wheel cover against the steering wheel as shown to engage the adhesive. Now it is time to begin stitching the steering wheel cover. Begin to unravel the thread and watch out for any tangling. There should be no knots in the thread as you stitch. Now start to thread the needle and create a knot once the thread is through. Be mindful at this step because it will require patience. Before you start stitching, carefully understand this diagram of the steering wheel. There are 3 areas where you will stitch: top half, bottom left, and bottom right. Always start in the middle and stitch towards the end. For example, you can start at point B and stitch from B to A, then stitch from B to C, then stitch from E to D, and then E to F, then stitch from H to I, and then H to G. To stitch an area, you will need 5 times the length for your thread. You can measure it out and then cut the thread to avoid unnecessary tangling. Then store the remaining thread away for later. In this instructional video, we are starting with the bottom left area of the steering wheel first. After measuring and cutting out 5 times the length of the bottom left area, proceed to insert the needle at the middle point, which is point H. Once inserted at point H, then pull your needle and thread about halfway through this point. Apply pressure and hold at point H throughout the install to achieve a tighter fit. Then proceed to stitch the area in a zigzag pattern as shown here. Make sure to apply and hold the pressure so you achieve a tight stitch. Proceed to go all the way to end or point G in this case. Stitch it multiple times at the last few stitches. Cut off the excess thread. The excess leather material will be shoved into the grooves with the pry tool provided. We will do that at the end once the stitching is done. Now proceed to go back and thread the needle from point H. We will stitch from H to I. Proceed to stitch from point H to I, the exact same way as we did from H to G. Once again, run the thread multiple times near the endpoint eye. Cut off the excess material, repeat these exact same steps, and stitch from points E to D, then E to F, then B to C, and then B to A. When stitching from point B to A and point B to C, make sure to turn the wheel upside down as shown for easy access. Once all the areas are stitched, visually inspect the steering. The steering wheel cover should have firm grip and should not be moving around at all due to the tight stitching and double-sided tape. Once satisfied, proceed to use the pry tool for the final step. Use the pry tool as shown to shove excess material inside the area, as shown. Make sure no excess material is left unshoved. Your new steering wheel is ready. Enjoy!